Hello Weather Shield, Jim here. Today we're going to move into our next set of core behaviors that relate to the third of our core values. So we're going to think about the core behaviors that relate to being a team player. And the first core behavior that relates to this is be the person that you'd like to work with. Be that person that you would like to work with. We all have an image in our head, or we all have a sense of what a great teammate is and how they are, how they behave, how they carry themselves. I want each of us to have that picture in our head of what does that great ideal teammate look like, and then live into that. Now I want to first start with the obvious piece of this is it takes work. Being a great teammate, being the kind of person that we ourselves would like to work with, doesn't just happen by accident. It requires first a decision. Who do we want to be? How do we want to be? Second, it requires effort then to live that out, to bring that best version of ourselves into the workplace. And I would encourage you, let this also spill over into your home life with your spouse, if you're married, your significant other, your kids, your friends. Start with a decision, who am I? Who do I want to be? And then decide that it's worth the effort that it takes to live into that, to live that out. And I assure you, if you will do this, it will come back to you. Your relationships will improve, your life will improve. So the effort that it takes to live into that best version of yourself and bring that best self to work every day, bring that best self into your relationships, that effort will bring back far greater rewards. In other words, what you get from it will be far greater, will exceed what it requires of you to do that. So think about what are some of the attributes of a great teammate. Probably positivity is first among them. Nobody likes to work with a complainer. Nobody likes to work with an Eeyore. We want to work with people who lift us up. So being somebody who exhibits positivity is a huge thing, a huge element of bringing your best self to work. Someone who is interested in other people is another aspect of this, another attribute. People who are all about themselves, people who focus on themselves, really don't have much to offer to the people around them. So being people who are interested in others, who care about others, is a huge thing. Being cooperative. People who are ornery or uncooperative are just no fun to be around, so being cooperative. Related to that is humility. People who are arrogant, people who are self-absorbed, people who are all about themselves, again, they're just not winsome, they're not attractive people. Another aspect that isn't maybe obvious, but is really important. We want to be around people who do their jobs well. We want to be around people who perform at a high level, who exhibit excellence in the way they go about their work, in their work product. Nobody wants to work with a low achiever. Nobody wants to work with a loser. We want to be winners, and we want to be surrounded by winners. We want to be achievers. We want to be surrounded by high achievers. So my exercise for you today is I would like you to give thought to what are you choosing to be, who are you choosing to be, and how are you living into that here at work, at home, with your friends, family. And again, I challenge you to do this. I said it before. Put me to the test in this and see if this does not enrich your life and if the rewards do not far outweigh the effort.